Hey guys, I'm back and I got another Real Housewives of Atlanta review. So I'm reviewing the last two episodes where it covers Portia's birthday party as well as Cynthia's Belly barbecue for Juneteenth. So basically, we're set up, we're seeing Portia in all her glory for her birthday party, cutting up, giving looks and stuff like that. But the main issue with Portia right now is one, Portia talks too much, and two, Portia is jealous of Dennis and Drew's relationship. So we've been on that. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how Portia talks too much. So we already know Portia came back. It was supposed to be the Portia show, supposed to be like her debut after she's going through her divorce, coming back to Housewives. And everybody's supposed to rally behind her and it's supposed to be Portia's show. But it's really showing Portia in like a bad light with a lot of things. One, Shamia, her not being a supportive friend, is supposed to fall out because Shamia has been set up as basically the anchor of the show. And three. Two, she's showing a big jealous side because, she's running around worried about what Dennis is doing. Meanwhile, her and Dennis are not together, haven't been together. And maybe you married. You getting a divorce, you was married. So why worry about what's going on with him? But then also this whole thing with Angela Oakley. You sitting up talking about that you asleep with this lady husband. So this sets us up for that scene. So basically Portia cutting up, she said the Henny or whatever got her loose, and she decided to say that she would sleep with Angela Oakley's husband. Meanwhile, Shamia and the Peanut Gang is laughing at what Portia's saying, but in reality, Portia, honey, you literally got engaged to a man that was married literally like a few days before. So the whole thing of you saying that you would take a married woman's man, or sleep with a married woman's man, is not too far of a cry of them saying that you stole Simon from the other lady. So this just puts you in a bad light. It makes it look like you go around stealing women's husbands, and then you can't basically be a woman about it and be like, oh yeah, I said it, da 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 da. You want to sit and lie, because when Angela came down there asking what's going on, you ran upstairs. So it's just like, come on now, Portia. And then you tried to make it seem like you didn't say it, but then you double back and was like, oh, you said it, but you was key and ha 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 and making fun. But what's funny about that? And then it just puts you in a bad light because it makes you look bad. Then another thing that made Portia look bad was when she came down there and she was so upset behind Drew and her baby daddy Dennis collaborating together, whatever they're doing together. I don't know, don't want to start any rumors, but whatever they're doing together, they try to insinuate some of Portia's friends that Drew was doing a little something to Dennis, but we don't know. But that's what they're trying to insinuate, that they're messing around or whatever. And so Portia came down pouting. She couldn't, let Drew know what was going on. She was trying to be passive aggressive. She was putting a damping mood on the party, and it just really just making her look childish. Like I'll give Portia 42 or 43, but she was acting like she was 22 or 23. Like at the end of the day, allegedly Drew gave her several opportunities to talk to her about the situation, and she chose not to talk about it, or she claimed that she did, but whatever. But anyways, they hadn't resolved it. So, and obviously you can tell. So, anywho's, going into this belly cue, the next thing that I wanted to talk about, this doggone, and I had to make sure I got her name right, Britt Edie. At the end of, can we get Kenya back? Can we exchange Kenya for Britt Edie? Because at this point, she's annoying. Like, I'm just really tired of this Britt Edie character. Like, this girl, and mind you, it was messed up what Kenya did to Britt. But at the end of the day, this Britt is so annoying. Like, I'm sorry, but she's not a fan favorite. Like, we don't want her. We rather Kenya. We rather Kenya shade, her timing, even her fashions, her shade, all of that. We would rather that from Kenya versus Britt, because what seems to be going on with Britt is that she's just problematic. She just wants to start stuff with people. And as we see from the trailer coming up, she's about to be fighting with her good friend. So at the end of the day, she needs to go somewhere. So this sets up up for the barbecue scene. So basically, she's just starting with Angela. She's telling Angela that, you know, she needs to use that mouth more often because of the psychic or the person who is reading them. She said something about the romance department with her husband or something like that. So here comes Miss Britt putting in her 2 cents, talking about she needs to use her mouth more often. But that is not something that she should have been saying, seeing what Kenya showed on the poster with her, and she's so crying about it. But now you're trying to use that against somebody else. And so basically, Angela, being the great wordsmith that she is, basically told her she has miles on her mouth and that she's a whore. So here comes Britt trying to jump up, trying to act like she's gonna do something, you know, always trying to act like she's gonna do something like she did the last time with Kenya, talking about she got a pew pew or whatever. So it's just giving you want attention. It's giving that you want to be seen, you want camera time. I don't particularly know if that's the true personality or if she's divvying it up for the camera, but at the end of the day, it's not landing well with the audience because overall, she's not a fan favorite. People don't really like her. People don't like her for the show, and a lot of people are wondering like why you got rid of Kenya Yvette over this new girl who's not likable. So what I'm saying is that more than likely, possibly, maybe, we'll see, Bravo might just bring Kenya back for the next season and get rid of Britt Edie because she's not likable. She's just really not. And then as we see in the trailer coming up, that her and the short girl, I can't remember her name right now, but they are friends now. They get into it. So they're going to be going back and forth and stuff like that. Then we see Phaedra coming in, and we see some drama going on with Angela and her husband. So just overall synopsis, Housewives of Atlanta is very, also too, then we're going to see the Portia and Shamia whole situation. And just a quick thing on that, the whole Portia and Shamia situation is obviously a shift in the dynamics of the friendship, being that Shamia is being pushed out in the forefront as far as being like the Nene of the show, more to say, or the anchor of the show, and the other women are like surrounding her, versus it being originally Portia's show and then the other women surrounding her. So we obviously see that Portia more than likely felt jealous or got upset behind that and the power dynamic of the friendship, and so Portia and Shamia are not friends like that anymore, which is sad, but things happen. Anywho's, that's my take on the last 2 episodes of Housewives of Atlanta. Let me know what y'all think. Drop down what y'all opinions are of this Britt Edie character. And also Angela Oakley, who's actually kind of turning out into the fan favorite because, you know, she's quick-witted, she's funny, she's real, she's down to earth, and she don't play with these girls. She put them in their place, as she should. All right, talk to y'all later.